You know when they call themselves doctors? Do you know how much time they spend in medical school?
Yeah, zero.
How many?
Zero.
Zero time in medical school.
It's fucking.
Do you know how it was invented?
How?
Thank you, by the way.
Pull up the article, Chiropractors are Bullshit.
Joe, I have chiropractors at home that know I know you, and they're like, hey, man, why is he beating up on the chiropractors?
Nah, fuck.
You
It's
know?
the origin of it. Look, whether or not, I'm not disputing that people get relief from being manipulated, because I think there's something to the deep tissue aspect of it. There's probably something even to being out of alignment in certain conditions, and a lot of that could be because of little injuries and things are tight, and that's why deep tissue massage and rolfing is very effective. But the origins of the medical art, it came from a guy who was a magnetic healer who came up with this idea he's going to cure all illnesses by manipulating your spine. And the speculation is he was murdered by his son, who was a con man. And his son then fucking takes it everywhere. And I don't know.
Wait a minute.
Yeah. Dude, pull up the article. Pull up that article again. Because it's like, when you read it, you're like, what? Is this real? So, I always thought it was a doctor.
But it's not. It's
not
some
a
dude
doctor.
that was like his son.
It's a thing that, like, you may find relief from. You may find relief from being manipulated. And I think there's guys out there that are really good at, like, they use other stuff with different techniques with it. They're basically doing physical therapy. But the knowledge and philosophy given me by Dr. Okay, here it is. Palmer held seances to contact a dead physician named Jim Atkinson. He said that those seances helped him develop chiropractic. As he wrote in his 1914 book, The Chiropractor, the knowledge and philosophy given me by Dr. Jim Atkinson, an intelligent spiritual being, together with explanations of phenomena, should have said phenomena, principles resolved from causes, effects, powers, laws, and utility appealed to my reason. The method by which I obtained an explanation of certain physical phenomena from an intelligence in the spiritual world is known in biblical language as inspiration. In a great measure, the chiropractor's adjuster was written under such spiritual promptings. So this guy came up with this from a seance.
He learned from a ghost.
He learned it from a ghost. And then the idea behind it, though, is that you could fix all these different problems that people have by adjusting them. Like all kinds of wild shit. And that they thought they could do. See what it said that they thought they could do with it, because it's kind of nutty when you read like the stuff that he was saying he could fix.
Man, I just think it feels good. Like when you
Feels
crack
good.
your knuckles, it feels good.
Yeah, like
You
anything,
crack
anything feels good.
I think also getting pushed on and rubbed and adjusted, it's good for you. It feels good. It's like when I get deep tissue massage, these motherfuckers, they dig in there with their elbows and they're kind of cracking shit and moving.
Right.
There's a lot of tension and you can alleviate that. I'm not saying that being adjusted or any of these things these people do doesn't offer people help. I'm sure it does. Don't get me wrong. But at the end of the day, where did that come from? And why are you calling it that?
Yeah, it's
so
by
if you
some
want,
dude.
if you want to call it like physical maintenance, that's you're
right.
literally attaching something that actually works to something that's really crazy.
Yeah,
Like the origins of this are
Yeah, for real.
bonkers.
Why don't masseuses call themselves doctors? It's a similar
It's
thing.
a similar thing if you have a really good deep tissue massager, because it's like a disrespectful thing to a medical professional.
Right, and it makes you question the credibility of everything that they're doing.
Exactly. But they do help people. That's the thing. It's like, but you got to admit what it actually is, and maybe you should probably take a look at the origins of it.
Yeah.
Well,
See if you want to be attached to that.